Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Happy New Year, it's now 2024. Depends on when you're watching this, it could be 2025 and beyond, who knows. But anyway, as today, as you've seen from the title, I am camping in an emergency survival tent. Couldn't have picked a better day for it. Everything's icy, it's currently 0 degrees and it's meant to be -1 tonight. So yeah, let's see how that goes. So really the aim of today is to find 2 trees that are about 8 foot apart, I guess, something like that. Like I'm putting up a hammock because this tent basically ties to 2 trees and then there's a string that holds it up. But you will see it soon. But yeah, let's go and find the spot. I finally got to a place where this stream narrowed off, jumped over to be greeted by this one on this side. Although looking ahead of me it looks very overgrown, so maybe this isn't the best place. I just want to see a different place in the forest, but maybe it's not to be. Guess I'll jump back over again. Okay, I found this little clearing, and the 2 trees I've picked are these 2. So hopefully they're not too thick. I have no idea how long the paracord is that they've given me, so I'm just judging it from, well, I'm not judging it from anywhere, I'm just picking up figures from the sky. I just assume this will be long enough, but we're about to find out, aren't we? Okay. So this is what we're working with today. An emergency tube tent. What more could you want? It says it's NASA designed. I don't believe that for a second. This was £8 from Amazon. So heavy duty, anti-puncture, eco-friendly, tough, and reflects up to 99% of your body heat. 5 meters of military grade, 7 yarn 3-strand paracord. Okay, and then it's pretty easy to set up on the bottom there. Tie it in 2 trees and spread it all out. So yeah, obviously it's for emergency use only, but I thought, you know what, let's just give it a blast and see what it's like. As I said, it's bloody freezing, although right now I'm sweating. I wore so many layers, and then because I walked here, oh yeah, I feel like I'm dying now. Ooh, but anyway, yeah, let's see what this thing's like. This is so thin and flimsy. It's also in really stealthy, bright orange. It kind of feels like one of those things you'd roast a chicken in. Okay. Let's not be getting tangled, come on. That's not super long. Do I need 2 trees that are closer together? That's not going to reach. Shit. Interesting. Are they closer together? One sec. Okay, so these trees are too far apart. So I will skip to the bit when I find two trees that are actually close enough together. I am just gonna spin you around like this. We are gonna go to these two trees. No, wait, where are we? These two trees. Which is just behind me, so that wasn't too bad. Oh dear. And it's quite straight. And the trees are thinner, so less string to go around them, I guess. So anyway, let's try all that again, eh? I've literally no idea if this is a good job or not. So this is it right now. I have no idea if that's right. I need to weigh it down inside. What I might do is just put my roll mat in and hope that that kind of weighs it down a bit. Because I could put like, well, I won't be able to find stones, but I could put twigs inside the corners, but I don't want to make the inside of it wetter than it needs to be. But yeah, it certainly stands out. I'm thinking, because I'm only going to be getting in and out from one side, so I'm going to try and weigh it this side, because I'm not going to be going in and out this bit, and because it's quite long, I hopefully shouldn't be touching this end too often. He hopes, he hopes. That's quite big actually. That kind of works. Kind of works. Okay, I think it's set up as good as I can get it. Obviously it's falling slightly into the centre there, but it seems okay. I've got some supporting twigs there. And then there's my little living space. Yeah, it should be an interesting night. Yeah. It's a bit easier to see it from this side actually. So, better start throwing some of my stuff in here. Just to keep it weighed down, I guess. Right. Thought I'd empty everything out. Then I can throw the bag at the bottom as well, just to give it a bit more structure. Yes. This is one of the main things, isn't it, really? My air mat, which never seems to fail me. There we go. I've took a chunk out of my finger, putting the tripod up, so I clearly can't carry on. I'm seeing the light. Oh dear. So stupid. I was clipping the legs in and I just caught my finger in it like an idiot. Ah. But it's like in the worst possible place, because it's like right on my fingertip. Oh, for God's sake. We're pretty much set up. I had to quickly do some one-handed because for some reason my finger was not bleeding. I don't know if that'll come up there, but anyway. I put pressure on it, but it's still going. But anyway, it'll be alright. Maybe I've got type 2 diabetes and this is my way of finding out. Who knows? But anyway, this is the tent so far. So I've kind of just shoved all my stuff this end, so all the food in my bag and all shoved up here. And then if we come along this side, you can kind of see all the sleeping bags and stuff all set up. And then, so I've got the roll mat, the air mattress, and then I've got a thin sleeping bag, and then I've got the thick sleeping bag on top of that. So we'll see how that goes. It's still not too cold. I haven't felt the need to put my hat and gloves back on, or my coat. So we're doing okay. I checked the weather app and apparently it's 2 degrees right now, but I actually feel alright. Yeah, hopefully my finger might actually stop bleeding at some point and I can do something, because the sun is starting to set, and you know me, I always like to try and cook when it's light, but we'll see how it goes. Oh, okay. This isn't too bad. It's quite cozy. I'm definitely going to have to push this stuff out more because my feet are hanging out the edge. But yeah, I guess it's kind of cozy in here, I suppose. I can definitely put more stuff to the sides here, I think. That'll give me a bit more space as well. Maybe I should put the bag beside me, actually. That might be a better shout. But yeah, not too bad. My finger's nearly stopped bleeding. But once it has, we will have a wee seat, have a wee chat, make a drink, have a snack. Well, actually, no, I think I'll have dinner, actually. But yeah, and then we'll talk about the finer features of this luxurious accommodation. I am pretty much set up. The time is 4:45. So the sun started setting about half an hour ago, so we are fading light quite quick. But here we are. So yeah, welcome to 2024, guys. Season 2 of Camping with Craig, I guess. Been at this 9 months now. I'm currently at just over 800 subscribers, so thank you all for subscribing. It's doing way better than I thought. I've pretty much said this nearly every video, but I still can't believe that 800 people are actually following me, so I do really appreciate it. But anyway, enough of my rambles. Let me show you the bits and pieces I have for food and give you another good look around the tent. Sorry, I mean emergency survival shelter. So we'll do a quick pan around of the site. As you can see, it blends in seamlessly with the environment around it. Okay, so first of all, we've got the coat hanging on a tree, very exciting. I've got my lamp hanging up there, that's hopefully going to spread the light this way. We have food for tonight. So we have one of these fire pot pulled pork dehydrated meals. I had one before. I think it was on my second or third video and I really liked it, and I thought that kind of fits in with the survival thing, I guess. And then on to things that don't fit the survival theme. Chipsticks, squashies, but this time they're sour ones. A Ritter Sport with white chocolate haze on that. And then around here I have a Pepsi Max and some milk and tea and coffee and tea bags, that kind of stuff. The water down there. And then I've got the tiniest camping stool in the world. And then I've got all my bits and pieces charging here. And then this is inside. So I've pushed everything up a bit so I have a bit of a space here. Because in the night I tend to shuffle down. So probably by the time I wake up my feet are going to be outside. But yeah, so here we are. I feel like I definitely could have done a better job in tightening this power cord. But I don't really want to muck about with it now, so I'm just going to make do as it is. I feel like it's okay. I probably could pull it slightly here, I guess, here and there, but I don't know. It's only going to be so good, isn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, it's an 8-pound piece of plastic crap, so yeah. So there we are. So I think we should get some dinner on, because I like to do it when we have a little bit of light, but I mean, I guess that ship has kind of sailed, but we'll do it anyway. Not sure why I bought such a small stone. Hope the light's okay, but yeah, so I got one of these fire pot meals, as I was saying. So this one is barbecue pulled pork, oak smoked British pork, oak smoked, let's try that again, eh? Oak smoked British pork, slow cooked overnight on the bone, served with additional barbecue sauce, rice and a zingy red onion relish. So yeah, tastes pretty good. It says open the pouch and remove oxygen, eat a sachet, pinch the pouch at level 4 to mark the correct water level. Oh, it actually smells great. That looks alright, doesn't it? So yeah, so I've got to fill it to level 4 and then leave it for 15 minutes. I'm just waiting for the water to boil still. Let's take a little walk and let's see how obvious this setup is. Obviously this is a joke, because clearly this is very obvious. So I'm pretty much in mostly darkness now, I think we can agree. Now, can you spot my tent? This is not stealthy one bit, although it does look cool. But anyway, God, I'm starving now. I feel like this water's taking forever to boil. I think I put too much water in here, but I'm sure. Ugh. Oh, I think I put it slightly over, but oh, that's burning my finger. Oh. Oh wow, it smells really good straight away. Right, let's just seal the fork in there too. And we'll come back to that in 15 minutes, I guess. Thought while I was waiting I'll drink some of God's very own nectar, Pepsi Max Cherry. And try, at risk of spoiling my dinner like a bad boy, some squashies. You know I love squashies, but this time they are sour cherry and apple. Does that mean the apple is sour, or is it just the cherry is sour? Let's see what they're like. There's all those birds back again. Hopefully you can hear me over it. Oh, they smell very sour. Oh, they're really hard. Well, not hard, but like hard for a squashy. Oh, I mean they're nice. But they're not sour at all. Like, not one bit. I'm not trying to be all like, ooh. You know, people go to Nando's and have extra spicy chicken and you're like, ooh, I can have so much spice. No one cares. Like, I'm not trying to act tough. These generally are not sour in any way. Oh well. They're not bad though. But just stick to the regular ones, you really can't go wrong with those. I put my gloves on because they're a little bit cold. Okay, let's see what this is like. It's hard awkward to get into. I thought it was really dry, but I think it's just the rice that's in it. There we go, doesn't look too bad. Let's see what it's like. It's warm, which is my biggest concern right now. Oh, that's a big bite. Oh. It's a little bit... The consistency is fine. The pulled pork is a tad dry. But it's a little bit... Like, it's not super tasty. Like, it's a nice taste, but it's very subtle. Like, I wish it was kind of dialed up. But then maybe that's my fault because I put a little bit more water in it. But I mean, it saves on effort and it saves on weight. Now, are they good value? No, because I got this on Amazon as well, and it was like £8. For £8 I could pack a better meal. Obviously it would be way heavier. And when I bought this, the plan was for me to bring a small bag, but that didn't actually work out. Once I realised how cold it was going to be, I was like, oh, I better bring the roll mat, I better bring the other sleeping bag. And it wasn't going to fit in the regular backpack, so. Yeah, this is okay. I would give this a 6 out of 10. Oh no. Oh, it's on my glove. It's on my leg. Oh, for God's sake. So I've just put the torch inside, just for a test. And you can see the torch through it, so you can see these little defects in it. Again, I need to keep telling myself it's made for survival, not for comfort, so yeah, there is that. Okay, it's getting a little bit cold now, as you can see. It's about, let's see, what time is it? Probably should have checked the time before I decide. The clip, eh? It's only 10 to 6. But it's getting very cold now. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a little walk around in the dark with the torch, and then I'm gonna get inside this thing and at least sit, even just have my feet out and just plonk my bum inside, and have a cup of tea and just sort of try and relax in it a bit, and see if I can notice a temperature difference between inside it and out, because obviously it's reflective, so it's kind of like a foil blanket. But interesting to see what the actual difference is, if any. I'm hoping there's some, but yeah. As the temperature drops, I'm sort of like regretting my choice, but here we are. It's very peaceful here now. Oh, that was a hole. Yeah, it's nice. Glad to have this torch again. I thought there was something wrong with it, because it kept, every time I hit the button it wouldn't come on, and then it would eventually come on, but it come on at full light, so I was like, it can't be the battery. I put new batteries in it and it works first time every time, so it must have been the batteries. But I thought the light would have faded, but who knows. But anyway, there is the tent. I mean, it's so, I mean, look, it's like nothing, bright orange tent, nothing. But yeah, it's be hard to pick up on this camera, but it's a really clear night, which is good for the time lapse at night, but isn't good for the temperature. It's very, very cold right now, so I'm going to get myself inside before I freeze to death. Right, so I'm just going to make myself a wee cup of tea, because it is bloody freezing. The thing I'm worried about really is all the electrical stuff. There's obviously normally the chargers and the camera and my phone all in with me, and they're going to be in with me in here, but it's going to be very cold. I don't know whether to pack them in a bag or put them in the sleeping bag sort of in with me. I don't really know. Oh well, who knows. Right, tea bags. I just kind of shoved all these things in random little sandwich bags. I brought about 6 tea bags, which is obviously too many. But I brought a pint of milk with me too, because I predicted I'd be having a lot of tea to try and warm me up. The other thing I was going to do is try this stuff. It's Ritter Sport. I don't know why it's called Ritter Sport, because I don't know what's sporty about white chocolate with hazelnuts in it. But that's it there. I always picture these bars as being really old school. Like, you very rarely see them. They strike me like they're European or something. So yeah, it's white chocolate with big chunks of hazelnut in it. Mmm. Yeah, that's good. I like it. I should have waited until I had my tea, but I have no self-control. I was looking at the weather app there. We're now down to 1 degree. So yeah, although I have noticed since even just sitting here, I've definitely warmed up. Obviously this thing will get warmer as I'm in it because of the body heat. Obviously I'm not expecting miracles from the thing. But I'm not as cold as I thought I was going to be. But I'd also like to avoid sleeping in this coat if I can. But I'll see how it goes. The only thing I'm kind of struggling with, that sounds stupid, is space. Like, I'm a little bit OCD, I guess, with where I want to put certain things, and I kind of have to leave things just out. I always like to have, like, things this side of me and some things that side of me, and I can't really do that. Which I suppose is kind of the whole point. This isn't a tent, this is a survival shelter, so I suppose if you're in a survival situation, you're not really worrying about what side of the tent you should put your batteries on. Clearly that's just a stupid Craig problem. Right, so it's kind of hard to see, so I'm lifting the torch. So I've got my phone set up here. I'm watching a guy play Flight Simulator. I don't have a PC to play Flight Simulator that would work, but I really enjoy watching other people play it. It's very nerdy, but I enjoy it. I've got my cup of tea there. I'm going to eat the rest of my chocolate and just relax for a bit. If anything exciting happens, I will update you, but I think I'll just be sitting and chilling for an hour at least anyway. It's kind of hard now. It's basically trying to kill time. Also, some people may have clocked my phone background. Out of heaven. If you know, you know. But I'm saying nothing else. Wait, what the fuck's wearing me wearing this hat? I'm currently sort of lying in the tent. My feet are still poking out because I've still got my boots on. But thought I'd give you a little update. I've been watching some YouTube and stuff and relaxing. It is getting noticeably colder. Like, my fingertips are getting quite cold. I have gloves on, but of course they're fingerless gloves. You know, touchscreen technology and all that. So I'm thinking I might actually have to get into the sleeping bag soon. Or at least take my boots off and actually sit inside this bit. But it's definitely warmer in here. Obviously, occasionally a slight breeze kind of whistles through, obviously with it being open-ended on both sides. I suppose if you're really being prepared, you try and take the wind direction into account. But I don't know if there's any feasible way of really doing that. But it's not too bad. But yeah, definitely cold. It's definitely time for another cup of tea. Definitely, I think I will try and fold this up neatly and keep it in my pack in case of any complete disasters, although I never really camp that far away from home really, so I'm never really going to be in a situation where I need something like this. Maybe in years to come, if I'm doing like a 7-day trek somewhere, maybe I will. But yeah, it's okay actually, I don't actually mind it. I feel like I missed a trick with those two black lines that were on it, the two black bits, because it looks like they opened up on the inside, like that orange bit, they opened up there all the way along. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but maybe I'm missing something. If I'm missing something obvious, feel free to tell me in the comments, but I don't know. But yeah, I like it so far, but yeah, definitely getting cold. So I've actually managed to find really good light because the torch is everything's so reflective. But yeah, I'm currently just moving up all my stuff. So I've got the bag next to me now. I've moved up my food and my charge and stuff, and I'm gonna put my bottle of water and my milk and my gas and all just in here too. I just don't want anything to get too like cold in case anything froze. At least if it's in here with me, it shouldn't be as bad. Also, ignore the little spots of blood. That's whenever I cut my finger earlier. I keep finding them in different places. Oh, look at that. Ooh. Nice green here. What other colours do we have we can do this with? What's it like with blue? Blue's not that interesting. Green seems to be the way to go. I'm gonna go in, take my boots off and get right in here. Hopefully there's enough space I can sit up. But if not, I can get myself situated in the sleeping bag. Because I actually don't feel too cold, but my feet feel freezing. I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks and I have my boots on, but I feel like I just need them like in a sleeping bag. So yeah, so we'll do that. Okay, I am inside. Just about got enough headroom. I've got my sleeping bag in a sleeping bag. I've got the thick sleeping bag kind of inside the thin one kind of loosely, and I put the thin one like over my feet because my feet are freezing despite having 2 pairs of socks on. But it's nice having my boots off, so I'm kind of keeping my feet warm under here. I've got a cup of tea, which is a cup that keeps things hot, so holy Christ, that was warm. And yeah, got a nice open end that side, and a nice open end that side, but I'll be honest, it's quite warm in here. I know I am sitting wearing a coat, but it kind of eliminates the breeze, it's nice. But I thought, I've got one more snack to try, and it's these. Now, I've never seen these in a share bag. These, to me, are nostalgia chipsticks. I remember when I was a kid, so these are only for people who grew up in the UK. My mother used to take me to, well, not take me, we went to Co-op, our local Co-op when we were younger. We didn't have a car or anything, and this was before my stepdad was around. I would always walk to Co-op, and every time I went, they had like rows, at the end of all the aisles had rows and rows of crisps, and I always picked up a bag of these. They're like corn snacks, but they're something like a corn snacks. But I used to always get them. I haven't had them in years. I have this horrible feeling I'm gonna eat them and be like, these aren't that great. Sorry, my finger is bleeding again. I think because I don't have any bandages with me. I'm like literally blood on the back of the bag, lovely. I do have some alcohol wipes here that I've been trying to keep around it, but it's obviously making it sting, obviously because it's alcohol. I think because I can't cover it and it's a dominant finger, I just keep opening it up again. But that's silly for me not bringing plasters camping. Anyway, let's get these chipsticks open. Oh, the smell just takes me back. They're just literally like French fry shaped things. Oh, they're not super flavorful, but the nostalgia is real. Oh, and this is great. These are, personally for me, these are the most nostalgic crisps you can get. But if anyone has anything else, feel free to tell me. The other thing I used to always get from Co-op, like, I'll be showing my age, so I was born in 1990, so these would have been out maybe 95, 99 era. They were called Frou Frous, and it was a yogurt, and it was like a disc shape, and there was like a ring of yogurt, and in the middle there was a toy, so it was kind of like a Kinder Surprise but yogurt. But I've asked lots of people this, and they were like, we didn't know what you're talking about. So I don't know if it didn't come to Northern Ireland and it was only in England, but I love those two. Frou Frous and chipsticks, what more do you want? But anyway, I'm gonna eat these. Choke myself. I'm gonna eat these, drink some tea, watch some more YouTube and relax. My feet are warming up. I feel quite warm. I'm eating these. Life is good, man. Life is good. I'll check back in with you a bit later. half since I saw you last. I am, well, I was warm, a little bit cold now. I was just sort of half in this sleeping bag, but I need to get myself in the proper sleeping bag now. I'm getting a little bit cold now. The wind direction has changed a bit, and it's whistling through this slightly. I think that's what's making me cold. So I am going to run to the toilet, and then I'm going to get my GoPro set up for night time, and then I'm going to crawl back into this sleeping bag properly and try and get to sleep. So I think I'm going to be up early in the morning, because with this not being a proper tent, I feel like I'm not going to sleep particularly great. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't know what it is about camping, but mine needs to pee go through the roof. I don't know what it is. Alright guys, I've got the coat off. Bit easier to sleep like this. I'm in both my sleeping bags. This one's kind of on me. I can kind of bring this one around if I have to. I don't feel too bad at the minute. But yeah, and then this is the view behind me. Quite cool actually. It's funny actually, because if I look back, it's like foil, and then just the outdoors. So it's quite funny when I lay right back, I sort of see the trees. It's kind of funny, but relaxing at the same time. But yeah guys, I am going to go to bed. So as usual, God, another disgusting angle. If anything interesting happens in the night, I'll be sure to pick up the camera, but otherwise I will see you all in the morning. Good morning everybody. It's just after 7 o'clock. It is freezing. Yeah, a very, very cold night. But I made it. I woke up a few times in the night, and obviously it was very cold, but I shifted my body position and then I warmed up again and fell back to sleep. So yeah, I've had better nights. Have I had worse nights? No, the abandoned house was pretty rough. But yeah, let's get up, go for a pee, because yet again I desperately need a pee, and yeah, maybe get some coffee or tea on the go, because I need to warm up. Also, you know the way I always say I toss and turn a lot at night? Look at the shape of my inflatable sleeping mat. My feet are here, the mat is up the wall. So I'm half lying on the mat, but mostly I'm just lying on this in the sleeping bag. So maybe that's why I got a bit cold in the night, for God's sake. Okay, we are up. Ooh, it is very cold. It's just me and the birds so far. Just me and the birds. Yeah, so I feel like this did an admirable job. You can see the way I've put it up. I definitely haven't put it up very well. Obviously, if I tied that a lot tighter, I wouldn't add the sag in the middle, which probably meant I could have avoided. I probably could have avoided like this sagging issue on the side. Luckily, it wasn't windy. I think if it was a very windy night, that would have been very annoying. And obviously, if it rained, it would have been very, very frustrating. Despite my best efforts of moving all my equipment up, all my sleeping equipment up, I'm still very nearly touching the outside. So I feel like my feet were probably outside at a point. But yeah, no, it does the job. Do you know what I mean? A lot of space this side. I feel like I was going to say I was going to pack this away and then always keep it with me, but I do think this is the kind of thing that goes away twice. Plus, I think I put a hole in it down here somewhere. Is it here? And I think it's at the other end where there's a twig. I think a twig put a hole through the bottom, but oh well. Right, I'm going to have a quick cup of tea before I get out of here, because I'm bloody freezing. Oh, right, start getting some of this stuff packed away. That's the other thing, my camping pillow was annoying me in the night because it kept coming out of its little case, and then instead of just not worrying about it like a normal human being, it annoyed me, and then I was trying to fix the case back on it. I was like half asleep and cold, and here I was worrying about the bloody pillowcase. Like, I'm actually having to try and cut this because I pulled it too tight and now I can't get it off. Oh, okay, not that way. Obviously, always helps to use the sharp end, doesn't it? There we go. Oh wow, that was scarily easy to do, wasn't it? Well, anyway, that's me pretty much packed up. Just got to put these last few bits in the bag and then we are out of here. Right, I'm pretty much all packed up. Just got to put the light in the bag and I am free to go. This is, it's kind of hard to see because the light's still so bad, but this is where I camped. You can't see a damn thing, so all you can really see is a kind of mushy rectangle, and some of the sticks I used to bring out the sides. But yeah, let's get out of here and get some breakfast. Hey, we are off. I'm going to roughly head in what I believe is the right direction, and then as soon as we got onto a proper path, oh Jesus Christ, nearly died. Oh dear. I know I'm in the forest still, but it doesn't appear, even in the open areas, that there was much frost last night, so it maybe wasn't quite as cold as they said it was going to be, which I'm quite happy about, if I'm honest. But yeah, let's get out onto this path. Okay, we've made it onto the main path through the forest. I was somewhere in there, about 500 meters back, but yeah, we're out. I was going to show you my breakfast. I was just going to take you to McDonald's, and then I thought, you don't care about that. Why would you watch that? This is a camping channel. So I am actually just going to end the video here. I'm just going to do it while I'm walking, just to break with tradition a little bit. But if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. And please comment, because I do enjoy reading people's comments, good or bad. Every time I get a little notification, I'm like, ooh. And please subscribe. 40% of the people that consistently watch my channel haven't subscribed yet. So please subscribe, it would really help. But anyway, that's enough of me begging. I will see you all in the next one, guys. Bye.